Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Tropical Habs back here today for a brand new review. The Canadiens win the game tonight. First win in 8 games. The losing streak comes to an end at 7. The Canadiens beat the St. Louis Blues. Marty St. Louis seems to be having a lot of success against the St. Louis Blues, man. Might be a coincidence, might be a luck. I have no clue. But yeah. Canadiens win this game. Overall, a really good game. I was surprised that was not part of the plan. As you guys know, we're on Team Tank now. We want the Canadiens to tank. But yeah, I would have been happy if they lost that game like 6-4 or 5-4. But yeah, I guess a win needs to happen sometimes if you want your young guys to still have a bit of morale. So yeah. Nice win. Let's be honest. I'm kind of happy. And now next game, let's get back to losing. All right. So you guys got pumped a little bit. You guys are now more confident, more happy. Now next game, let's score some goals. Let's get some points. Let's play good. Let's be entertaining. But let's lose like 4-3 or something like that. It would be the perfect scenario. So yeah, subscribe. We're on road to 3,000. So yeah, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Oh my god, sorry. Let's go. Holy fuck, what's going on with me, man? I'm sorry. Let's try to get 75 likes on this video. That would be amazing. So yeah, Armia is back. Yeah, once in a while Armia starts scoring goals. So for a couple of weeks we're going to have Joel Armia scoring goals and getting points. If he can get his value up a little bit before the trade deadline, that would be perfect timing. I'm not gonna lie. Armia is a guy that's capable of playing hockey. I mean, he got amazing statistics when he was playing at the World Juniors. He got drafted in the first round. He's a first-round pick. He was supposed to be a heck of a player in the National Hockey League, and it didn't work out. But when he has some good phases, he is a really, really good player. His only problem is that he is inconsistent. It's either he's really good or either he's really bad. And right now he's really good. So if he can keep that up until the trade deadline, and if the Canadiens are capable of trading the guy away for a prospect or a decent round pick, that would be the perfect scenario. Even if Evgeny Dodonov played really good tonight, he was surprising a lot of speed. He looked more engaged. That's what we want to see coming from the vets, and that's what we needed to see at the start of the season when the Canadiens were performing good and legitimately had a chance to compete for a playoff spot, but they waited too late, and now we're in a better position to tank. So let's tank. All right, let's tank. Let's tank the right way. I don't want the Canadiens to lose 9-2 every night. I want them to compete, be entertaining, get some points, win one game out of 5, 6, but I want them to lose. So yeah, Wideman was invincible. Suzuki, his best game in a while. I think it's his first 2 points or more game in like 12 games. So that's some good news. He looked a lot more confident, and getting 2 points is probably going to put him back on the right track. So yeah, 2 assists for Nick Suzuki, 2 primary assists. So yeah, really, really good for his confidence. The power play looked hella better, man. They finally did what I've been saying for weeks now, to put a guy in the middle of the slot as a shooting option, and they've been using Kirby Duck there in rotation with Dvorak and Suzuki. They kind of made a triangle, and I think it works fine so far. It works really well. It gives out another shooting option than just Cole Caufield, and they scored a goal from there. So yeah, they made an adjustment finally, and we've seen some progress. So that's some good news over there. Power play looked way better tonight than it did in the last couple of weeks, even months. Was it because the St. Louis Blues defensive PK was bad? I have no clue. I guess we'll see in the couple of next games. If it continues on the right track, Jonathan Drouin at the point of that power play, really, really good idea. He was playing that position when he was in Tampa Bay, and he was really good at it, and he's still really good at it. He's an amazing passer, so I'm okay with that. Dvorak, solid in the face-offs, played in an overall good game. Caufield scored a goal again. Caufield now at 23, tied his goal his goal performances from last year. He got 23 last year in the entire season. Now he's at 23 in only 39 games. So that's really, really good for Cole Caufield. He is on pace for almost 50 goals. So yeah, really, really solid for Cole Caufield. Right now he's on pace for 48. So yeah, it's going to be amazing if he can get to 40. And I think it's obtainable. By the way, I think he deserved the spot for the All-Star game. So if you guys want to go vote for Cole Caufield for the All-Star game, I'll leave a link in the description. You know what? Fuck it. So Harris was one of the defensemen with the most ice time tonight. And he did not disappoint me. It was really solid. Harris is getting better and better. A bit like we saw with Romanov last year. Every game he was getting better. We're kind of seeing that coming from Jordan Harris. It was a bit of a more difficult game from Arbor Jacki tonight. He was kind of unnoticeable, made a couple of mistakes and one that turned out to be a goal. But he is a rookie. It's going to happen. He needs to bounce back from those mistakes. He was playing really, really solid over the last couple of weeks in the road trip the Canadiens did. So, yeah, nothing to say against Jacki. It's going to happen when you're a rookie in the National Hockey League, and it's just some normal stuff happening. David Savard, he's getting back. He's getting the rust stuff. He made a couple of mistakes. The worst Habs defenseman tonight was Joel Edmondson by far, responsible for 3 goals. He wasn't on the ice. It was a -3 tonight. He made a good play on the second goal of Joel Armia. He rushed on the offense, made a good pass. So, yeah, it was not the worst game ever. He made some good plays, blocked some shots, but he could have performed better. But yeah, it happens, like I said. But Joel Edmondson in the last weeks has been struggling, so he'll need to figure it out. Maybe he's playing with an injury, maybe it's something personal in his life. I have no idea. But he'll need to figure things out, because if he continues to play like that, his advanced statistics are looking horrific. I doubt that a team will want to trade a first-round pick for the guy. Jake Evans, 2 assists tonight. Jake Evans, he's good. He's really good. When he's playing on a bottom 6 role on the third line or on the second line, he can take those minutes. He has some offensive potential. He's good overall. He's the guy. He's a guy that you need to have on your team. He's not going to get 50 points, 20 goals, but he's really efficient in what he does. And I think that's the most important thing when you're in the National Hockey League for a player. Anthony Richard, I even forgot he was playing. He played 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 50 seconds tonight. Anthony Richard, we did not see him at all tonight. I think it's sad. I mean, he was playing decent in the first couple of games he played. But yeah, if you want a guy like Richard to perform, you need to have him on the top 6. But he's not talented enough to be in the top 6 in the NHL. So he's just another type of player, a bit like Charles Hudon, Daniel Carr, all of those players that are too good for the AHL, but not good enough for the AHL. I expect him to get sent back as soon as a player will come back healthy. Maybe they're going to switch him for Ilanen. You never know. Justin Barron was not playing tonight. He might get sent down also in the next couple of weeks if Matheson comes back. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Sofkovsky got a decent amount of minutes. He got some power play time. He looked a bit more confident tonight in what he was doing. I mean, he did not get benched in the last 3 games, I think. So it's good for his confidence. He looks a bit less scared to make some mistakes. So yeah, I'm happy with what I'm seeing from Sofkovsky. Maybe they're trying to see what he can bring as of right now to the team before sending him to Laval. Like I said, it's a possibility. Eric Engels talked about it last week. Darren Dredger also, that Sofkovsky might get sent to Laval for a couple of weeks to gain his confidence back. But yeah, if they're able to do it at the NHL level, it's better. But I would honestly be okay with Sofkovsky getting sent to Laval. Yeah, Kirby Dach scored a goal. Kirby Dach, it was one of his best game in a long time. He was efficient in his skills ability. He was protecting the puck, trying shots, making good passes, protecting the puck. Really, really solid game from Kirby Dach. Jake Allen was horrific, let's be honest. 4 goals in 22 shots is terrible at the NHL level. Terrible save percentage, and he let in some weak goals. So yeah, Jake Allen really not the goalie we need for the future, if we're being honest. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I talked about pretty much every player. Tonight, Drouin got his first goal. It was one of the best game of Jonathan Drouin. Well, I actually think the goal will go to Josh Anderson because he touched the puck. Right now, it's to Drouin. But they might do an update. I have no idea. For me, Anderson touched the puck before it went in. He kind of had to because St. Louis Blues defenseman's stick was coming to get the puck out of there. So it might not have went in and might have went in anyways. Josh Anderson didn't take any chances, and he put the puck in the back of the net. And I honestly think he touched that puck. So it's going to be interesting to see if they change the goal, remove the goal to Jonathan Drouin. I hope not, because Jonathan Drouin deserves that goal. First goal in a year for him. And he needs that for his confidence, man. And yeah, it was one of his best game by far. Best game for Dadonov, best game for Drouin, best game for Armia, best game for all of those guys. The veterans are starting to produce. And if they can continue to do it like that, and if the Canadiens can lose at the same time, it would be the perfect scenario so we can get picks by trading them at the deadline. The young guys could get some points, and we can get closer to Connor Bedard. That's the perfect scenario right now for the Canadiens because they're too far from the playoffs anyway. So yeah, what can I say? It's been your boy Tropical Habs. Have a nice rest of your day. I'll see y'all tomorrow for a brand new video on the Tropical Habs channel. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment about what you thought about this game for the Canadiens. And I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a good night. Have a nice rest of your day if you're watching this tomorrow. And bye-bye.